I just spooked a doe out of the food plot. I can't win with these does. We have so many does that they literally have to be up in these food plots all the time. I think just in competition with one another to get there before anybody else. So there's always does in these food plots. So I decided I was going to drive in here because I might not sit in the stand tonight, even though I really just want to kill one out of the stand. Be calm, Steve. Oh. Gee, I don't know if you guys saw that spider web. Don't freak out on camera, right? Anyway, I was going to possibly grab my fluid head that I left in the tree stand, drive down there with the four-wheeler, pick it up, come back, sit in the redneck blind because there was deer activity around it. But once I saw the deer in the food plot, was already pretty close to my tree stand, decided just to drive through the field, bump it out of there, and now I'm entering the candy shop plot. So I'm gonna be quiet, walk across here, get up in the stand, get set up, see if I can arrow a doe at least tonight. Walking on this side of the food plot, you can see it actually protects me from where that doe ran. She ran down this hill. She probably only ran 50 yards or so probably. But with this crest of the hill, the wind hitting me in the face coming out of her direction, it's actually a really good setup so I can slip through here. Not leave my scent down the middle of the food plot that they're going to walk across, but at the same time allows me to get in here even though she's probably within 50, 60, 70 yards of me. There's my tree stand set up. Isn't that awesome? You can't even see it in there. I start to see it right there just a little bit. There's not a whole lot of options for trees to put tree stands up in on this food plot, but this one, I moved it this year. I'm glad I did. It's in the most perfect spot it's ever been here. Let's see if we can arrow a deer out of it. I'm getting tangled up in that spider web. I successfully got set up without boogering that doe that was in here. It's all about acclimating the deer on your property. And that's what we've done here. You know, we drive the four-wheelers to go check cameras, to seed the food plots, to put up stands. We're on the tractor to brush hog and do all that. Those deer are acclimated to that. They're used to that. We don't come in on deer season, and when deer season comes in, just quit using four-wheelers or only use four-wheelers as deer season comes in, because that's not what they're used to. It's all about conditioning, and especially when you're hunting a smaller piece of property like this, it really, really helps. So I was able to drive in here. I wasn't for sure going to hunt this stand. I was maybe going to take down my camera equipment and hunt the redneck. We'll see if my gamble pays off. I really want to kill a deer out of this deer stand. I just moved it a few weeks ago. It's in the most perfect spot I've ever had on this food plot. I'm super excited. Winds hit me in the face, which is weird because at the house it was coming across the other way and it wasn't going to be perfect for this stand. But once I got out here, the wind is kind of switched on this hill and it's hit me perfectly. And then as the evening progresses, those thermals are going to come into play. Push my thermals back down behind me even better. So we'll see if this conditioning of the deer pays off today. Got the nose jammer wax stick that I had here 2 days ago. I had deer all over this food plot. I, in a bad way, need to kill a lot of does off here You can tell when I was walking in, the clover, it should be nice and lush. It's just thick. It's been fertilized with Killer Food Plots fertilizer. We've had a few rains on it, and it's already been established, so it should be blowing up. But the deer are hammering it so hard. Like I said, they're like in competition to see who can get in here first and eat. So it's making it really tough to even get in here and hunt because there's deer in this thing all day long. And it's just, I mean, it's that tall. It's just above ground level. So goal is shoot as many does as I can early on. Try to drop that number down a little bit. I'm working a lot trying to do some experiments with the social hierarchy of deer and the social pressure that deer have. And I've been working on it for the last couple seasons, and I've really seen how that can play in. And we saw that yesterday with all these deer, even these does. They have a hierarchy in the does, and there was just too many in here. And they literally would have does pushing other does out and didn't see a single buck. And that's probably because of the social pressure, having way too many deer in here. Especially this early season like this, the bucks kind of want their own thing. I think if I had a lower number of does on this and fewer does coming into here right now, I'd probably have the bucks in here as well. But that's just not happening. So I'm going to get settled in, see if I can't find a doe to come in, bow range here, and see if I can take one out. So round 2, let's see how many deer we see tonight. far, and I just got me a big old doe. Not the perfect hit, I'll tell you that. I can't tell you how nervous I am about shooting the first deer of the season. And I'm very picky. I like to get them up and close. I like to build that confidence up by shooting those easy shots and then build up. And they were out there at a poke. They were out there like 50 yards. And I was like, I've got time. It's a good time to practice patience as well. So I just sat there and waited and waited and waited. And finally she got to like 32 yards. And I was like, I've been shooting. I'm good at 32. But it's just that first deer of the year. It doesn't matter if it's just a doe. I'm shaking up bad. And like I said, it wasn't perfect. This perfect shot. It was a little far forward, it looks like. Kind of had these little branches I had to shoot through, but felt very comfortable on it. But once again, trying to have a few different broadheads this year, trying to figure out what works best for us, what we have confidence in. And that was a swagger. And I don't think she ran 40 yards. She popped up right there. It looked like it went in a little far forward. Can't tell how far forward, more than I'm comfortable with, but it sounded like it went through both those shoulders, because it looked like I saw it kind of come out. I'll hit replay on here. But I needed that. That's a confidence booster. That's one less mouth this food plot has to feed right now. Let it grow up a little bit. Let it build a little bit of tonnage to get the deer through the season. So I'm gonna hit replay and go look. Got Dad coming. I can hear him. She wheeled around here a little bit. Wonder if when she did that, she flung the arrow. I didn't really play back it that carefully, but I did see it in her side while she was wheeling around a little bit and going out of frame. So see Dad. This will clear out those deer. Them thinking that the four-wheeler's making all the noise won't be alerted to me being in the area looking for a dead deer. Oh, here's blood. Oh yeah, you see the blood right here? This is where she ran. So I was like right on the trail, just wasn't seeing the blood. So you got the blood, you can see it. Yep. I see it there, all dribbled through here. Blood there. I mean, she's probably gonna be right. I saw her like hitting all these trees that I've fallen down here. Yeah, there's blood right there on that branch, there's blood there. So this is probably what she did. She run through here, tripped over this. Yeah, you can see. If you hit that, it's got a bunch of hair right there. I was hoping she didn't fall all the way to the bottom or anything. Pretty sure she got tangled up. Blood, broken twig. Blood there. Lots and lots of blood there. She hit here super hard. Blood, blood, look at all that. It opened her up, man. It's all over everything. Oh, there she is. Yeah, we don't want to drag her very far. I was all worried that she's going to go down this hill, because this is a mammoth of a hill here. We'll have to go back and look for an arrow, because I didn't see an arrow coming through there.
No.
Let's see. Flung off what she hit here. Look at the exit wound on that thing. She went nowhere. Ugh. Luminox still working. I saved the Luminox. Well, actually, it's pretty big. You got about, I'd say probably over an inch cut on the entry and the exit. I think I'm using like 2-inch slackers. That's definitely 2 inches. I'm just glad we found the Luminox. All right, guys, so here she is. She did not go maybe 40-ish yards.
You know, it's just a good time of year to practice patience and to get some confidence built up underneath your belt there, because I was going to let her get as close as she could, because I just, first deer of the year, you got the shakes anyway. I always have the shakes, and wanted her to get as close as she could. 32 yards is as close as she would get, and I was really confident in that. Like I said, I shot her a little more forward than I would have liked, but I can't complain with the results. I mean, she went nowhere. She went 40 yards. Like I said, we're trying out different broadheads. I decided to try like the 2-inch Schwackers. Worked phenomenally. I mean, hit both shoulders. You could hear it on the video probably, because I could hear it in person. Go through both of them, and what a swack it made. It was just super loud. And got a bent blade on one. The full broadhead passed all the way through. The arrow didn't pass all the way through, but with her not going very far, there's little to no meat ruined actually probably in this area, which is great. So just a big old mature doe. Working on trying to take the does off of here, relieving some of that social pressure that all these deer are creating, and then especially pressure on the food plot. As you can tell, you know, we talked about it, food plot has been destroyed. We need to take out the does, try to eliminate that pressure on the food plot and the social pressure, get the bucks in here. So I absolutely love this hunt. First deer of the year, super blessed by it, and gotta go get her all worked up and cleaned up right now because it's warm. It's 90 something degrees out here and it's cooling down as we speak. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you guys follow us on all our social media accounts out there. Subscribe, comment, thumbs up, do what you need to do. And until next time, have a better than average day.